EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Come 19!
Richardson going right to the air. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete to open things up.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
70 range, go!
Richardson. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34. Richardson out of the shotgun. Rolling to his right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Colts at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Richardson. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Let's go now.
Akers is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this to the 26-yard line. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. A give to Pollard running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Colt defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 and 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about what they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to hold that one in.
Already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Option play, here's Pollard. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. timeouts for the field goal try. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, I'm going to show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats!
Richardson looking to throw. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Go!
Richardson looking to throw this. Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
18, Pioneer!
Now it's Richardson. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you could actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him to just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Ready.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Panther 11! Panther 11! Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Cooper Kupp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. throwing the touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
We praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Out of the gun again to Pollard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Chosen. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down by a couple of yards, it would appear, as they're able to convert on 4th and 5. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
the 20. First down now, but that clock rolling.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run with Patterson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cordero Patterson, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off play action. Richardson. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. A final shot before the half. Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Vikings 10.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. That he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Mike Williams from 13 yards out. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 53 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First down, Minnesota.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, Pollard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And the Vikings first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Second down and 3. And now they'll shift things around.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Colts 27-yard line.
Patterson running between the tackles. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run with Patterson. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point.
Vikings 18.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big play there for Indy. 43 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
He'll buy some time right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Richardson to the air on 1st down.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Washington. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Cam Akers, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year.
And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And these guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. Tony Pollard, 81 yards. And the Vikings are back within a score.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll run on first down with Akers. Byron Murphy there on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Richardson sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And he is going to have the Colts first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may be a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches into their quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After running it, now Richardson will throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. Touchdown Colts! Mike Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Pollard gets it off the option. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Second down, here's Richardson. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Richardson to throw off play action. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Richardson working from the gun. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now it's 2nd and 10.
18, Pioneer. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Cooper Kupp, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Gets around him. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll set up a throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw here. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grab. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cordero Patterson. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Vikings 39.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, here's...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now Richardson.
They'll roll him out right.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Again, it'll be Akers at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Throwing now is Richardson. Rolling to his right. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3.
Check smash. Check smash.
Richardson looking to throw it. Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Man open, here is Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. He's back to throw. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
He'll look to throw. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to potentially send us to overtime. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, it's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
Well, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will